Joining me now is media writer for The Australian, Sophie Ellsworth, and royal expert and journalist Pandora Forsyth. Ladies, Pandora, 6 years after the Sussexes were married, and expectation and reality couldn't have been further apart. Is that right?
Yeah, you're quite right there. I think people are very confused about their brand at the moment. We've obviously had them saying they want a private life, and I think people respected that, regardless of the fact that they might have been disappointed that they've stepped down from the royal family in a working capacity. But since then, we've had interviews, we've had books, we've had Netflix deals, which of course there's the argument to be financially independent off the back of it, but also slamming the royal family at the same time. And now, of course, we've had this non-royal tour to Nigeria, which many people have thought was a success in many ways, but also begs the question, well, if you didn't want to be doing this, then why did you step down from the royal family, as it had all of the elements of what a royal tour had? So again, there's just a massive question mark over Harry and Meghan at the moment.
And Sophie, the media were captured by Harry and Meghan from the get-go, and in a positive way, to be fair. But it seems almost everyone is struggling to find the good, authentic news story about this couple.
Well, Caroline, they were the hottest thing in town when they hit centre stage, and they had positive press, endless positive press. But we're 6 years down the track, and what a disaster it's been. I mean, their modus operandi has been to trash the royal family. Their business model since they moved to America has been basically, let's bring down the royal family and make money out of it. They are so out of touch. They are, people have just turned their backs on them, not only in the UK, but even here in Australia. So the damage is done. They are damaged goods, in my view, and they won't be able to make a comeback. Even if they do try and do that, I think they're so far down the road of being disliked, it's almost impossible to turn things around now.
And Pandora, the dramas just seem to continue. So can you tell us about this issue with the Archewell Foundation, which hit the news in a really big way this week?
Yeah, so the Archewell Foundation was set up when Harry and Meghan left the UK to go to California. And a lot of their charity work is through this foundation. Now, this week, it was public knowledge, as it's on public record. For them, unfortunately, they were handed a delinquency notice. This is due to the fact that a cheque apparently had gone missing in the post or wasn't delivered. And this was on public record and hit all of the headlines. This is now apparently being cleared up, and a new cheque has been sent in the post. But this is not the press that they need off the back of the Nigeria tour, and they just don't seem to have the luck, unfortunately. But you would think for something of such a foundation which is set up in such a public domain, you would think something like this just should not be happening, whether that be careering the cheque if possible, but leaving it just to post to hope that it's going to get there on time. It's not a good look. But apparently now it has been sorted, and the governor of California has said that it was all a bit of a technical mishap and people need to move on.